As promised, more mobile phone reviews inbound. I have got this. Let's take a look. What you see before your very eyes is the Redmi 9C. Full disclosure here, I've actually been sent this for free, but it doesn't influence my review. I'm not obliged to make the phone sound good, anything like that. I can be brutally honest. Massive thank you to Banggood. If you are going to buy this device, then do use the affiliate link in the description below. It does help support my channel, but it also helps support Banggood, who want you to buy this. As you can see on the box, it's available in 3 different colours. You can get blue, orange or black. I have got the orange one and it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. I'll just flash a photo of it up now on the screen. As you can see, the contours on the back, the texture is just lovely. It's a very smart smartphone. Okay, so as I'm unboxing this, I will run you through some of the specifications. The Redmi 9C has a 12nm MediaTek Helio G35 processor. Just struggling to get that up and there, out of the box rather. I've got it now, and it has a GPU which is a PowerVR 8320, which runs at up to 680 MHz. The model I've got is the 32GB version. It does come in a 64GB storage version with 3GB of RAM, but this one's got 2GB of RAM, and it's LPDDR4X, and the ROM is eMMC 5.1. It's got a lovely orange shade there. There's a fingerprint sensor on the back. We've got 3 cameras here and a flash, so I'll just talk you through those in a moment. Before I do that, I'm just going to talk you through the display. So the display is a 6.53 inch HD plus dot drop display. It's got a resolution of 1600 by 720, and it's got a 20:9 aspect ratio, so pretty good for watching films. The battery in the device is a 5000 mAh battery, so loads of storage there, and it supports 10-watt charging, so slightly quicker charging than normal. Very nice, handy feature that. So cameras, just going to get back to these. On the back there's a 13 megapixel primary camera, which is your main one for taking your shots, which is that one there. And then there's two 2 megapixel cameras. So one of them is for macro shots, so your close-up ones with low megapixels but high detail as it's very close to the object. The other one is a 2 megapixel depth sensor, which assists with the autofocus, amongst other things. It's got HDR, face recognition. Then on the front we've got one single 5 megapixel selfie camera, which I will talk you through in a bit. You see the laser there? Isn't that amazing that you can actually see it? I can't see it with my eyes, but I can see it on the camera. How strange. Records up to 1080p, 30 frames per second, which I am going to demo later on in the video. But very, very nice. It's got face unlock, and of course on the back there the rear fingerprint sensor to unlock, which is very responsive. It supports dual SIM, and there is a slot there for it, and it uses the SIM tool that comes in the box. Something we've recently saw on other devices, this actually takes 2 SIMs and a micro SD card, so very, very nice. And the phone supports 4G, which is very good. Doesn't support 5G obviously at this price point. Taking a look around the device, we've got the SIM tray, which we just had a look at. On the bottom we've got a mono speaker there, we've got a microphone there, and we don't have USB-C charging. So very very old school. Bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. We've got power and lock button and a volume rocker on the side. As you can see, the cameras protrude a little bit, but not too bad. The top edge is quite flat. We don't normally see that. We normally see a bit more curvature, but doesn't really matter. And we've got a headphone jack, hooray! Just have a quick look at what else we get in the box. Other than the phone, just pull this out. So we get the SIM tool, get a charging cable, very nice. We get the power supply for the charger, which, as you can see here, US plug, I think. No, European. But I did actually get a UK converter to go with this. Just having a look actually on the charger, it does actually say that this is a 10 watt charger, so this will do the fast charging for you. No need to buy another power supply. We also get, in this little thing, we get a user guide and a warranty card. Won't run you through them, it's just the usual spiel. Let's take a look at some games. First we're going to take a look at some Call of Duty mobile gameplay. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner, graphics quality is set to low, but that's fine. We're on a very cheap device. We're not expecting to be able to say it as high as possible. But let's see how the gameplay works. Whoops. There we go. Ooh. It's not too bad actually, it's very playable. There's no lag or anything, even though it's only got 2 gig RAM. But really, quite impressed with this. Apologies for my bad skills. But yeah, I'm getting some kills, that's the main thing, I'm having fun. So yeah, it seems to work very well. Let's take a look at something else. I'm going to try a bit of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So the audio is a bit clicky when we play this, which I'm not too sure why that is. I've never come across that before. It's quite stuttery as well, the gameplay. The settings are on quite low. I have a feeling that the lack of RAM is probably holding this one back. It's a bit of a shame really, because it's such a good game. But it is playable, but you will get a bit of stutter and jittery audio, I'm going to call it. So that's not good. Let's take a look at something else. And here we go with a little bit of Minecraft. So this is looking fairly good. The draw distance is on quite high. I've not messed about with any of the settings on these games. I've just literally loaded them up as they were, or as they are when you install them on this phone. And this is very playable as well. I'm not seeing any issues with the audio like we were in GTA. Everything seems fine. Very enjoyable experience. Quite a high resolution screen, which does add to the impact. Let's take a look at something else. And we are just going to try a bit of Real Flight Simulator.
80 knots.
I have no idea how to play this. Oh dear.
V1.
Oh dear.
Rotate.
Oh hey up. What's going on? Oh, this is not cool.
Gear up.
Here we go.
Positive rate.
We're flying EasyJet. Oh dear, I think this is going to stall it, isn't it? Oh, flipping it. Not cool. Really not cool. Yeah.
Caution, terrain. Pull up.
How do I pull up then?
Up. Pull up. Caution, terrain.
There we go. We're going strong. Perfect. Got there in the end. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to come out of this. It's giving me massive anxiety. This is more like it. I'm on the ground. Oh, sort of. So this is Asphalt 8, and fairly old title now this. Asphalt 9 won't work with this device. I think it's due to the lack of RAM. But Asphalt 8 runs nicely and is still an awesome game. And I'll just take pole position, literally take him out, and then I think that's it for gaming. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll get back to my face. Just going to hold this orange side up. Look at that. So we get the latest version of the My UI straight out of the box, and we can also we can install the latest security patch. So it's up to date up to September, which is this month when I'm filming this. So nice, very nice. Comes with a few pre-installed apps, but I have added some. I've put Epic Games on there just to see if I could run Fortnite, but it's not happening, I'm afraid. The reason being, it doesn't have enough RAM. You need 4 gigabytes to run this. Some fairly decent little tools on there. Nothing we haven't seen before on phones like this. Weirdly, it comes pre-installed with Opera, which I couldn't really understand, but never mind. If you want to use it, you can. If not, I think you can remove it. I'll just try and remove it. So yeah, we can uninstall it. It's up to you. I've got nothing against it, but it's not my personal choice. The device is fairly snappy, a lot snappier than some of the other devices that we've seen at this price point. It runs games quite well, as we've already seen. So let's take a look at how the cameras perform. So this is what it sounds and looks like recording on the front-facing camera. As you can hear, the sound quality is significantly better than we normally get in devices at this price point. The video quality is full 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'll just move around a little bit, change the light, see how things look, and it seems to adjust quite well, which is good, very good at this price. Rear facing camera here, recording at 1080p, and the sound is being recorded using the device. I'll just walk a bit closer to my beloved dartboard, just so you can see how it pulls out the colours, or if it does or doesn't, who knows. Looks like I've not actually thrown any darts in there. I have. So the main camera takes a fairly decent shot. For this price, you can't really go wrong with this image. Really good. With a 2 megapixel macro camera, you can see this pulls out quite a lot of detail on this pen. A selfie with the portrait mode on blurs the background nicely. You did see the laser earlier, which assists that. Takes a decent shot. Shame about the subject matter. So let's take a quick look at the good and the bad on this phone. So first things first, the colour and the design is beautiful. I would feel quite comfortable wandering around with this in my hand. Orange isn't a colour for everyone, but I think it looks really slick. So I'm impressed. Headphone jack, always a winner with me, as you know. The display is brilliantly crisp for the price. The cameras are good. In fact, the cameras are really good. Slightly disappointed that a phone coming out in 2020 hasn't got a USB-C connection. I realise that a lot of the cheap devices are not running at the full speed anyway, but it just would have been a bit nicer to not have the big clunky square bits on the edge. But never mind. Other than that, it is awesome for the money, and I would definitely recommend this phone. I think for the sub $100, £100 price point, this is definitely the best you can get at this moment in time. So other manufacturers had better put their money where their mouths are and beat this. I don't think they will though, not for a long time. So that's it for this review. If you're interested in watching more of my reviews, then please do subscribe to the channel. And if there's any phones that you'd like me to review, or tablets, or anything for that matter at a lower price point, then please do comment on my videos, because I do try and respond where I can, and quite often I will go ahead and get hold of a device that wants to be reviewed. See you in the next one.